Thought of the day. I want to talk a little bit about my dislike for law enforcement. And this is something that goes back to when I was a kid. And probably when I was a kid, I was just being rebellious. And like, you know what? Cops can tell you what to do, and I don't want to be told what to do, right? Most kids are like that. But as I got older, I started finding actual valid reasons why I don't like nor do I trust law enforcement in general. You know, in general, I'm going to default on the side of distrust when it comes to cops. And I'm not going to go into a whole laundry list of, reasons why. There's plenty of reasons why and plenty of examples I can use. But the two main ones are that, cops are essentially, as far as I'm concerned, just jackbooted thugs for authority, right? It doesn't matter whether it's federal government, a governor, a mayor, a city council, whatever it is. 99 times out of 100, a cop is not going to stop and consider or even care whether or not some law they are enforcing is moral, right, just, or most importantly, constitutional. They'll just enforce it on your ass because that's what they get paid to do. They don't care. And the other reason is because I truly believe that law enforcement in general, as a vocation, has a higher propensity of attracting people, at least more so than other vocations do, of attracting people that for some reason or another, they have some personality trait or experience in life that makes them want to exert any level of authority they can possibly grab onto over other people. And you know what I'm talking about. We all know these types of people. Maybe they're not just cops, right? But just people who, if they get a little bit of authority over another human being, they just lavish in it, right? They love being able to tell people what to do. Maybe they were bullied as a kid, or who knows, 100 other reasons why they're like that and why they have their personality trait set to that default. But I think that law enforcement attracts that type of personality at a higher rate than other vocations do. Now, that's not necessarily a fault with law enforcement as a vocation. It's the fault of the people that allow those types of personality types to become cops. That's who's at fault, honestly. But, for about the last 10 months or so, and I've had these feelings for a long time, but for the last 10 months or so, because of the job I currently do, and I'm not going to go into the details about it. Some of you guys know what that is, and some of you don't. But I've had an opportunity to talk and deal with a lot of cops on a daily basis, all day, every day, and deal with a lot of these personalities. And what I can tell you about my experience now that I've actually one-on-one dealt with these people almost every single day of my life, is that I was 100% correct in viewing people who are attracted to law enforcement as having what I view as a severe personality disorder, almost, of wanting to exert authority over other human beings in that way. Because it's true. There are so many people I've met recently in the last few months that perfectly fit that definition of people who were probably just bullied as a kid, and they just lavish in the idea of getting some just inkling of power that they can exert over others and just use it to be a fucking asshole. And that's something really, really important to remember about cops, honestly. And it's not like there's really much you can do about it, but it certainly, in my opinion, should change how you interact with police officers. You need to understand that a lot of these people have this deficit in their personality that makes them want to act like this and find any excuse they can to exert authority over you, whether that's at a traffic stop, at a city council meeting, or whatever it may be. And tread carefully with these types of people. As I've said in previous videos, cops are not your friends. It's unfortunate. Again, I knew a lot of cops growing up. I have cops in my family. I work with cops every day. And I don't like saying that about people that in a lot of ways I like and I get along with. But nonetheless, it's still true. It's still true. And unfortunately, doing what I now do, I've only doubled down on my feelings towards police officers. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I would have hoped that working really closely with a lot of cops would have maybe put my mind at ease a little bit about my feelings towards law enforcement. And it's done the exact opposite. So, yeah, that's it, man. No solution here. No end of story, nothing like that. Just something that was going through my mind that I thought I'd pass along to you guys. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching.